This podcast is supported by VGNA Corporation. Trucking and logistics services at its best.
Oh, sex. Good.
Welcome back to CRUISEMENT podcast, episode number 12. We're trying.
We're trying. Thank God.
Good job, ladies. Good job.
So we're going to be having hot topics this episode like we did last episode because it's good to be hot.
Yes.
And of course, your co-host, one of your co-hosts, Adeti Ladende.
And your girl, sweet like chocolate, Miss Kit Kat.
And I'm Susie, what you can call me Bella. Nice meeting you guys.
Sweet like chocolate. Kit Kat.
Yeah.
I better start licking you up.
Ooh, baby.
It's me, your woman crush, Queen V.
Ooh. Okay.
Everybody with this, me too, I need to look for a name. Woman crush. And
Sweet like chocolate.
Oh gosh. Please, give me name. Me too, I need name.
We be melting.
Bella, you don't need name.
You can call me Bella Diamond.
Bella Diamond. Hey.
Well, I be like,
Ade is
Jingle
behind
bell.
though. Please, Ade needs a nickname. Me too, I want name.
That is homework for the viewers out there. We need a name for Auntie Ade. Let's go.
Please don't put auntie when you want to give us name. She doesn't want auntie. Okay.
So, of course, we have to acknowledge one of our co-hosts that is not here today, our auntie. Our auntie Debbie, Deborah. We miss you. Can't wait to have you back on set.
Yes.
And don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share. We want to see you guys. One of the ways you guys can support us without paying a dime is to like, is to share, is to comment. So God bless you as you do so.
Subscribe.
Yes. Subscribe. And if you want to be a guest, please let us know. We will love it for you to join us.
You can find us on all podcasts. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the podcasts, we're there. And then we're also looking for sponsors, come to us, we negotiate. We are not extremely expensive, or we're not expensive, but please, we need sponsors. Thank you. You're shaking money. That's what we need. And you will advertise your whatever you do.
So, from our first topic today, we're going to be talking about no discriminating.
No reason to hate me. I be you want make her cry.
Favorite song.
Legit queen.
Yeah, so Angela OKORIE, she has been trending. She has been trending on social media for some days now. And it's a mixed feeling for some. You have some fans that are clapping for her and encouraging her to speak out. And then you have some that told her to go and rest. Enough is enough.
Uh-oh.
So where do you stand?
Uh-oh.
You want me to start?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a fan of Angela OKORIE. I love her song, especially No Hating, No Discriminating, No Reason to Hate Me. I be you want make her cry. So Angela, I know what you're feeling. And your song, what most of the wordings in your song, I think you should put it into act now. Like I said, I'm a big fan of yours. Those your friends or unfriendly friends, they're not your friends. They are unfriendly friends that were, you're bringing down. Don't bring yourself to that level. I feel your pain because her anger is that while she was going through her pain, while she was in the hospital, her friend was busy sending her pictures and false information to bloggers saying that she's sleeping with husband and wife, like she's a soupe, like a lesbian, and she's also dating the man or something. And that was why all that happened. yeah, it's very bad. However, I think, if you guys were friends before, it's childish for you to be talking about the things informations you exchanged. It's very, very childish. I think people should not be doing that.
Yeah, I agree. We have to learn how to be loyal. But before we even jump on being loyal, I think for your brand so far, you've been doing she's been doing quite well for herself. Let's put it like that. I'm not 100% fan, but I do like one or two of the things she's done, and I love the lyrics of the song she has. Although I still don't think she has a good voice, but yeah, she's trying, and she's doing it. She's doing what she's doing, and she's doing, and I applaud her for that. But Queen V said, now you are encouraging women not to hate, not to discriminate, to love, and to support. In as much as we know what was done to you was not right, and you've spoken out and said it wasn't right, that this was what happened. I think it's time for it to just relax. They're not talking back because they know that they're guilty. They know what they've done wrong, and that's the reason why they're not clapping back. So I think you should now take that hint and just respect yourself and stop putting all this garbage on your social space. It's not needed. We're tired of it. And the Angela that we know and people like, you're changing from what that is. You're changing your image. You're changing your brand. Don't even give into that hatred. Don't give into that fake life friendship. Stop giving them that fuse. It's not needed. That's my take on that part.
I think for her, it could be frustration. She could be doing this out of frustration because it hurts when people close to you, whether it's a friend or family member, now says things about you that, whether it's true or not, it hurts. And now that people are using social media as their medium to embarrass other people, to share news, whether positive or negative, I think she may be at a point where she's like, I'm going to say what I'm going to say and then get over it. It's good and bad because when you come down from your high and you realize this is how I look after saying what I needed to say, it could make you feel lower than originally. I think the emphasis should also be on friends. If during a friendship, your friend tells you a secret, even if there is a falling out, we should have enough hold on what we say that we don't go spill secrets. There are certain things that you know yourself you should not share. So that's what I have to say about that. It's not everything we have to spill out. Pretend say there's water in your mouth, close it, hold it, don't let the water spill.
I would actually first of all, I would say what Angela did was wrong, but still, let's talk about her friends. How would you, when someone is vulnerable, this girl is in the sick bed and you're selling an information out for money, saying things about her, you're even lying to the extent, me, I would actually let everything just break. Let's just open our yash. How can you be doing that to me? You say you're my friend. It really hurts when you have a friend you share everything with, and then they betray you. I've gone through that when you tell people stuff and then you hear it from outside, and they will add Maggie and salt to it, making it look as if you are the bad person. Sometimes you just want to ruin everything. Let's just break it. But yeah, everybody just go. Everybody go collect. That's why Anita is collecting too. Joseph Anita, the girl, that one is collecting. Uche is collecting because you guys are bad friends. So I actually feel her pain. I know she's wrong for actually saying some things she's not supposed to say about the native doctor, about this one, about that one. But guys, if you have friends, learn to keep secrets. Shut up your mouth. Let the dead breathe. Please.
What was the thing? Someone said something about their parents says that don't have.
My mom always said, if you want a secret to be a secret, you keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
Because that your best friend also has a best friend. And that best friend has another best friend.
Exactly.
So everybody is trusting their best friend to not tell anyone. So that best friend, that line would now continue around and then it will get back to you. By the time it gets back to you, as Bella said, they will not add pepper, Maggie, and all these things to it. So it's like broken telephone. Don't say anything that if it was to get out, it would bother you.
Exactly.
Try your best. Just say what you know. If Susie hears, you don't care. If Paul hears, if not, just zip.
Well, as long as there's no murder involved, nobody was killed, I don't think anything is so extremely terrible that anybody should feel extremely depressed about, as long as that secret is not all about killing, in my own opinion. However, coming back to Angela OKORIE's issue, now some of us want to blame Angela. The only thing I am saying to Angela is be matured. I look at you matured, the way you do everything, and I see you as a matured person. Be matured, but let's not forget the action that caused the reaction. Everybody seems to always come. When somebody does, we will scream and shout. What was that action that caused that reaction the person gave? But as a legit Queen fan, I'm telling legit Queen, if it's me, I'll be more matured about it. Like now, legit, if me and you are friends, I can never tell you my secret. Never. I've known your type of person. Because I know that if me and you fall out tomorrow, you're going to spread my message. So that's how it looks bad on people. If I know that, for example, if you fight with your friend and you come and start telling me things that you and your friend discussed, my dear, I will use my tongue to count my teeth and say, be careful with this one. So that's how it looks bad on people who talk too much.
Yes.
Take it easy. Yeah, take it easy. If you have a secret with somebody, or if you and your friend had something, you don't have to say because people run away. You people don't understand. People run away from people because of that and say, if she could talk about her friend like this, imagine what she would do to me if we're not. So like now, Angela, I love Angela so much. However, knowing that she doesn't care if you people fall out, she's going to spill so many things. I know where my relationship with her will be. So let's give ourselves some respect. You're there. You're doing well as a single mom, raising your kid. You just sent your kid to London. You're doing so well. There's tendency for jealousy. Your skin is looking good. You've gone way past, the beating and all the abuse you went through. Like, girl, leave all these small kids alone. There's no need telling this one is 50 years, but she's taking picture. She should do picture when she's on live. How can you be saying that about your friend?
Wow.
When she doesn't have makeup, now you're over talking. You're making yourself look childish.
But still, people should learn to shut their mouths. Like, I'm not saying what Angela did was wrong, but like as a friend, learn to shut your mouth. When somebody tells you something, even though it's a secret, keep it. You're not gonna die.
That's why they're
Like,
unfriendly friends.
because you have a friend, then you say something before go and tell another of a friend. Then and then the other half a friend go and tell another half a friend. People just be spreading the virus everywhere, the information everywhere.
Corona.
Message when they know you still send you message.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
People
like-
need to learn how to be more loyal to
Exactly,
another.
and then you see when one friend quarrels with another, the other one will be expecting you to keep minus with the other one. That's what Anita and Uche is
Another
doing.
problem.
Then they'll not be pepeling, be doing Snapchat. My friendship, this one, that's what's
Especially
causing the beef.
those Toronto self, they are very good at that
Yeah,
thing.
they're gonna post on
They
my
are very
friendship.
good at
Anita
this
knows how
Toronto.
to do that. Once that gets the Anita.
You know what I tell people? Because out of experience, I'm not really old in age, but I've seen a lot of things. Just give those people 1 year.
Everything will scatter.
Don't let
They
them use you
quarrel.
as the one in between. As long as you're there, their friendship will be strong. But as long as you go about your business and start doing your things, give them 1 year.
And she's not somebody that likes, well, if you see her, she's never had those controversy before.
Yeah.
Like, those not person will say you not go want offend because you know that this girl doesn't like drama. But if you find her trouble, I'm just like her. Like, if you're my friend, I'm keeping secret for you. You're keeping secret for me. But wait, like, I've done my friend like that. Like,
Me, I'm not gonna tell you any secret. I don't know.
no,
who you
it
be
doesn't
now.
matter. Like, so you feel they tell my secret, they come outside, they
No.
give people. I can't tell yours. Why? What bounds me not to say yours when I already tell you something?
Yeah.
You're telling people. No, they not get with him. They will not write agreements.
Yeah, I
If I
understand.
tell you
If the
something-
person does it to offend you first,
Yeah, I would.
hey, you
That's
have
what
every
I'm
right
saying. The
to now
action that
retaliate.
causes the reaction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, so that's different.
Well,
It's the person that comes out first that has a problem.
Yeah.
But I have a different personality to that. If you like now, okay, I will not do that though. Personally, I'm not somebody that will come and start spilling things that we had in the past or talk about, However, if you have to start saying things about me, when you keep quiet, things die down. When you when you start answering, things
Yeah,
continue.
if you fuel it.
You fuel it, yeah. So I don't even have that kind of time. When you're talking,
Everybody has the way they handle stuff.
Yeah,
I will handle
yeah.
stuff differently. Like
Differently.
if you are my friend and I trust you
Yeah.
to the bone, because little thing can, like, I would ask kitty cat. I cry easily because small thing pains me. I'm overthinker. I think too much. So if you hurt me,
you're very sensitive.
very sensitive. I would destroy everything that would be from the ground. I would burn it.
Yeah, so people
Because
are
I
like
put my
that.
I
trust
agree.
in you,
People
I
are
give
like
you
that.
my life. I would openly tell you my secrets because I know they shut up. My mouth is like tap. I will tell you my secret, everything you want to hear. But as my friend, I depend on you. I rely on you because I cannot advise myself.
Yeah.
I need a friend to advise me sometimes. But if I tell you my secret and say this is what I'm going through and I'm hearing it from somebody, I'm like
Yes,
asking
yeah,
myself, I
the
thought I
betrayal.
told you. No. Sorry.
Everyone is different. Yeah. Sometimes me working with so many people, so many characters, personalities, I've also been in friendships that either I become the third wheel after I introduce two people
Yeah. True.
together,
Right.
and I've managed to be mature enough to take a step
Drag
back.
myself.
I
let
love
them
that.
be friends,
Yeah,
and at the end of the day, even if it took 10 years, to some friendships, they know themselves. They still fell out.
Of
And
course.
I'm still the one that they will stand and come back and
I'll
meet.
come and tell.
So
You know
and it has
that.
happened multiple times, and I've seen that that's just how life is. So I don't even take it personal. There's nothing that I did. They're the one that have problems.
Yeah.
And last, I'm still standing. They
Exactly.
will still come back to me. So I've learned that in life that, when people decide they want to push you to the curve or speak ill about you, and genuinely that you're not the culprits and you did not do anything wrong, let God just speak for you.
Yeah.
Be mature about it. But like I said, I understand you too.
No, like
People
it's
that too, I
different when they
understand them.
speak
Everyone
ill
is
of
different.
you, but when they start spilling your secret, like somebody can be jealous of you and say, "I don't give a like you don't know me, like I don't even know myself." Sometimes,
Yes.
it's okay,
We're
but like
human
when
beings.
it is now secret, like something I tell you confidential, I can tell you now that I can't give birth, and then I'm hearing it from someone saying, "No,
someone
man, I
else.
don't get, we don't go
Yeah.
easy, we do
Or go and tell
Oh, that's
your,
terrible,
your
though.
Yeah, people
boyfriend.
do it.
That's
Go and
terrible.
tell your
It's
no,
true.
Say she
it's
not get
terrible.
womb, not say
Yeah,
don't
don't
go
go and
to
marry her.
abortion. No, I will be mad.
Yeah.
Like,
That's terrible, though.
Yeah.
But like all the things Angela was spilling about them going to native doctor, about them doing this, about them using so many
many
things.
many
A lot
things.
of
Using
things.
sheets
It is,
and period.
You could
lizards
even see
and
one of the
blah, blah.
celebrity even came out. One of the I don't know his name. One of his,
They said they
Uche
made him
has
a-
done the same thing to him. He came out. Uche has done the same thing to him. So that's why you see like, and she's angry because this you've been doing this thing
For years.
for years.
And they kept quiet. They didn't
They
say
kept
anything.
so she couldn't hold it anymore. So
So my next question is, if you have friends or so-called friends that are doing certain things that you know they are wrong, do you still sit and entertain the friendship? Because from what I'm hearing, I think that there's certain things that if it was me, I'll just be like, okay, maybe I won't be, how do you say this in English? I won't stop the friendship, but I'll keep my distance.
exactly, yeah.
Right? Because all this native doctors and doing
She must be a part of it
shit
to
and
do
doing
that.
this.
Yes,
You,
she's a part
like
of it.
my question now is, what did you do?
So they're just
They
gisting
just
you their
went
own-
and they just because if I'm doing something like that, before I come and tell Susie, that
must
means
know that
either
Susie's comfortable with it.
Susie's comfortable with it. So either she's going with me or I'm dragging her with me, so I can say yes, me and you were there
We're part
together.
of it.
So let's be wise when we pick friends as well.
Yeah, and that is, you need to be wise. You can't be friends with everybody.
No.
Yeah.
It's not everybody that's meant to be your friend.
No.
You can work with someone, but
Yeah.
you don't need to be friends.
friends,
Exactly.
yes.
You respect them as individuals. You work in that space together, but you don't have to be friends.
Exactly.
It's not everybody that will be your friend. And like you said, You know, you don't know who this friend is friends with or who their own best friend is. So you get to know people before you start spilling tea. Get to know them. Know what type of person they are. Start with something small. If they can keep it, then you continue. But don't just book buzzer and you know everything. You don't know if this person can be trusted or not, or you don't know who that person's friend is. They might be trusted, or they've trusted their friend. But that person that they've trusted, do we know if that one can be trusted?
That one might even be your enemy in disguise.
Thank
and
you.
you don't know.
You don't know.
Oh, that girl, I don't like her. Do you know this too?
Thank you. And I feel one moral thing in life, it has helped me, and thank God for that wisdom, is if you have secrets, like you said, keep it to yourself. And try to do things. We're all human beings. It's always hard. But try to do things that you will not have secrets. That, you know, you don't do things. Because for us to have secret most times, because we are doing things that we are ashamed of or is wrong.
Yes.
So let us try to avoid even doing those things in the first place. Let's try. But as human beings, sometimes we fall into things. It's life sometimes.
That's why.
So if that is the case, if you need, keep your mouth shut. Keep it to yourself. If you know, if someone else hears about this thing, it can destroy stuff. Let's keep it to ourselves. What is it? Is it that difficult? I know for some people, their mouth will be eating them. It's very difficult.
No, but you know, some people need to speak. Some people need an outlet.
Yes, that's at that point, which we are human beings. Sometimes we need ourselves at times. Like you mentioned, you need someone that will give you advice as friends. So that's why don't just meet someone today and think they're best friend because they're nice. They can be nice, you understand?
Talkatives.
Yeah. They're talkatives, but they're nice. Doesn't mean they're not nice. You can be friends with them. You can be friends with this one. I can be friends with everybody here. But I will get to know the type of characters that everybody displays. Yes. So if I know this one, there's some things I can tell her. Those are the things I will tell her. The ones I know I can't tell her, but I know I can trust her, I will tell those things to her. And I will let her know that, listen, me, I didn't discuss this one matter with her, even though we're all friends. I'm telling you, I did not discuss this matter with her. If I hear from anybody else, I will know that you are the one that discussed it.
Exactly.
You understand? So as a friend too that knows we are all friends together, there's some matters that I know you've discussed with her, we can all talk about it. But there's some matters I know that you didn't discuss with her. I keep my mouth shut. Exactly. That's what friends are for. That's why we are supposed to be friends. But if you cannot be trusted, that friendship is going to disappear very quickly.
It's like just foundation, it's just going to fall.
It's like
so us that we are saying sand. That we are telling you as individuals to be loyal. Us too that we are talking, we need to be loyal.
Ourselves,
We need to be loyal. It's not about pointing fingers, because we know human beings, we too like pointing fingers. So it's not about pointing fingers that, oh, is this one loyal? You self, are you loyal? You that you're pointing finger, are you loyal? We all need to be accountable for ourselves. We are supposed to be friends. And it's like I said, it's not everybody you have to be friends with. That's the mistakes a lot of
everybody cannot like
make.
you. Cannot like everybody.
You cannot please everybody.
Female friendship is hard at a certain point.
Be yourself.
Because last, there's always a sign of envy. Somebody has something that the other one wants, but they don't know how to say, how did you get this? How did you get there? Instead, they'll find a way to break you down, to make you look low, stupid in the eyes of other people, just so they can feel like, okay, I have one up on her. So you'll realize that sometimes something small between friendship can cause this big rift, and then you'll be sitting there thinking, so is it because of this that so-and-so is talking to me like this, is treating me like this, is going out to say this? Is like, sometimes we have to assess those around us and small situations and how they react to know that, okay, this is how this person truly feels. Or even, let's say me and Ade have an issue, and I come and I tell you and I say, oh, Ade is this, she's a B, she's this, she's that. Although maybe in the future we'll become friends again, but you now have to take note and see, okay, when this girl gets mad, this is how she acts. So either I keep my distance, or when she's mad, I just know how to deal with her. And that's something that we don't do. We automatically assume that this is how so-and-so should deal with us, and vice versa. But as friends, we don't also study ourselves to understand, okay, this is how Susie is, this is how Elizabeth is. We just assume this is how it should be. No, it's like being in a relationship. You have to study your partner to know how to deal with them when they're upset, when they're happy. And sometimes we don't do that.
And what you just mentioned, using the example as the third party, you know, most oftentimes we do have third parties in friendships, in friendship circles. the third party, when you see one person is fighting the other, don't take a side. Don't support one person. If truly you are their friends, call both of them together and let's solve the matter.
Yeah.
Be truthful.
Yes.
Yes. Tell them to each to their face.
Face.
This is your own, this is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. Don't cite anybody as a third party because a lot of people tend to take sides and it's not right.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, because she introduced me to her, so I have to stick to her. You've all became friends now. You might be closer to her than her, but you now as that third party, because when you all go out, you all hang out, you all gist, you all go shopping, you all do things together. You've taken that ownership as I'm also her friend. So if you do that, and even though you're the one that introduced me to Irene, as your friend, if you did wrong as a third party, I will tell you that you did wrong.
That's what should be.
And I will say, Irene, this is what you did. And if Irene did not do anything wrong, I will tell my friend, you're the one that offended her. Apologize.
Yes.
Don't take sides and be fake friend. Because at that point, you're a fake friend. Because you're not loyal, you're not truthful. You can't say you want to take sides. Don't take sides. It's not good. Then you now see each other in public. Everybody is shunning Irene because, Irene is the outsider.
Don't worry.
It is not
Irene,
right.
stand tall. Just give them 2 years. They will fall out.
It will scatter.
They will fall out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what is 2 years? 2 years is too long.
I
Too
tell
long.
you.
6 months.
They will fall out.
They'll come and be
Something
telling you
else
this
will
is what he
happen.
did.
Yeah, exactly.
Say, I'm sorry that I offended you, but like, is that girl that caused it? So she's the one that told me you're a bad person. But I knew you were not a bad person because you're my friend.
But because of this
And we
and
hear
that's
that
why.
so much.
Yes, so
Too much.
Fair weather friends.
I don't think I give
Yes.
that opportunity.
I get
For a
that.
second
a lot.
like
time.
me as a friend, I'm very patient with you. Like you be offending me, I'll be looking at you. I'll just be looking at you. I'm like, it go set. It go set.
She's like, I'm taking notes.
Yeah, like I will be. My friends will be mad at me. Like, why would you tolerate this as a friend? I'm like, no. Like,
not time
how would I gonna get angry? Let me be taking it, be taking it.
Dangerous.
Those ones that
Taking
you know,
it.
me, I'll just keep my distance
Distance.
because already, especially in this part of the world, we are extremely busy. So
Yeah.
if I bring out that time to have a phone conversation with you, go out with you, do everything, and you backbite me or hurt me, stab me at the back, I don't think I'll give us that second chance for you to do it to me again.
But sometimes I feel like people can change. I try to give them benefit of the doubt.
doubt.
That's
I've-
just
I've-
me.
I've
I
given-
try, but to an extent. Again,
that benefit
yeah,
of that, the
depends
next
on
time
what
they
they
come
do.
back, they will stab you right in your chest, and the knife will come out behind.
It depends on what
Don't
they
mess
did.
around with that.
my friend has done that. Like I would give her,
They will
I
stab
don't. No
you
matter
here
how
and
bad
it come out here.
I would give her benefit of that. But like the day she did something that I couldn't take, like that, like she called me a name. I was so mad. Like I just said, let the word just burn. Like there's what I can tell her because she was younger. Like I felt like as an older person, sometimes you just need to be matured and like overthink things.
Bad
That
character
you know
is
me.
bad
I
character.
know, eh?
Bad character
There are
is bad
certain
character.
things that
No matter how you wash a goat, it still has a smell of a goat.
Yeah.
No, a bad character
there's
is a
certain
bad
things
character.
that maybe you can let slide, but then there are other things that you have to now look and be like,
True.
I feel like
Let me-
when you are in discord with someone, right? If it's something you can overlook, you as try to overlook it.
Yeah,
because it's not everything you're gonna that should upset you. Even if it upsets you because that person truly is wrong, let's try to overlook certain things because we are human beings and
You talk
we do
about
step
it. It's just
on
like,
each
oh,
other's
this is
toes.
what you did. Yeah.
Yes. If you cannot overlook it now, talk to the person. Talk to the person. It's better you speak to the person, let them know what they did wrong that offended you than you holding malice. The person did not even know what they did that they offended you.
thank you.
True.
You know?
Very true.
You're holding malice on top of which headache. Nobody
And that
sent
person
you.
doesn't even know.
They don't even
so
know.
now when you see them,
Don't know how I
your
offended you,
blood
how the
pressure is
quarrel
going up,
started.
and that person now will be like me, be there dancing,
Living life.
living life, and you're mad, and he or she doesn't know.
At night, you be thinking, what I would do that.
Eh.
You could not sleep. And me, I'm in my bed.
Enjoying
chilling.
sleep. You know, so we need to, as human beings, we need to learn. Even there was something that happened, was it last week? Someone called me and said, oh, so and so said this about you. And the person was like nursing it, like, but I didn't offend this person. If I offended this person, why did this person say something? The person was just nursing it. And eventually the person now got to now call me. when they now called me and they explained and so, I also explained that it's not even like this. This is how it is. They're like, really? I said, yeah. So they're like, wow. So imagine if they did not come out and speak on the matter.
Exactly.
And imagine now, I didn't know anything. No, they will not be nursing something that somebody said about something that is not even what it is.
True.
So I actually told this person, I said, listen, I applaud you because it's not everybody that has the audacity, the guts to call and say, oh, you offended me, or I heard that I said something when I didn't say, or I did something when I didn't do, or what really happened, because I don't know. In fact, some people, they will just take it and they will just run with it. They will even spread gospel.
They'll not come and call this one and say, oh, and then call this one and say.
That person, I have that personality. If I feel you said something, or if I feel, I'll pick up the phone and I call. And I always wish that my friends do that to me. Yes. And if I've done it several times and you always have excuses and give your excuses, but you're still behaving like that, then I know there's something else to it. Then I give my space. But truly, the kind of person I am, if I feel a way about you, I will call and say, oh, this is... Because truly, sometimes, for example, I may be here and I'm not really looking at you, or maybe I'm thinking about something and I eye you and you think... maybe I just passed and
gave me cat eye.
And you like, she was eyeing me. Maybe
Bombastic
something in my head I was thinking about. And all of a sudden, we become enemies. You don't even know what I was thinking about. Yeah. But I would like you to call me and say, are you okay? What happened today? The way you were looking at me and everything, I'm like, my dear, if you know where I am. You know what they ask me, you get what happened, we can't talk. We'll clear it up.
That is it.
You understand that, it wasn't anything personal. So I love that. And that's what true friends should do. When you feel that your friend, like what happened between Angela and them now, maybe Angela should have called, but that's an unfriendly friend. No doubt. There's nothing to say about it. You can't be on a sick bed and a friend is taking picture. No.
That's
BS. That's a backstabber. That's an unfriendly friend.
Person like that can
that's
kill
not a friend. Yeah. She could poison the person. So no. Anyway. What's the other hot topic on?
So friendship matter.
Be good friends.
So okay. So the other one we're going to be talking about is our auntie, Eniola Badmus.
Whoa.
And this young woman that accused her of pimping out young girls to celebrity friends, colleagues. And eventually she was now arrested. They went to go and arrest her, and then she now confessed that someone paid her ordinary, I think 200,000 naira.
200 is that? She said she needed a rent. That's about $500 or $400.
That's it?
Yeah, about that.
Damn, that's
it's not up to about
right
3
now,
something.
the rate is
about 3 something.
Low. So imagine now, she had to put that false information out there. They paid you to put false information out there. Now you're arrested.
How do you know it's false?
She says
because she didn't have proof, right?
No, because that's what she said. Someone paid her. Even if the information could be partially true, it's possible.
The police
but
station,
she gave confess.
Have you been in police?
I know.
Confessed.
She confessed that you know what? Even if it's true, let's say even if it's partially true. For her to, when she was apprehended and she wasn't able to stand and ground and says, I have evidence or I have
stand
proof.
Your ground.
You understand? No, let's just say.
She has evidence.
Let's say if she doesn't, if she has.
Because it's not true.
So, no, let's even say it's true and she doesn't have evidence, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But the fact that she said someone paid her to make that false information, she's already wrong.
Yes.
Because
if you don't know it firsthand and you're being paid to give out information that you don't have proof on, you're an idiot. No problem. Now, let's just say we're going to play devil's advocate, that it's true that Eniola is a pimp. Why isn't it that one of her hoes aren't coming out to say this is what she's doing? And if you had such a problem with it, why are you there getting pimped? We all making money, okay? So she's going to pimp you to make money. It is a you decision. If she's strong-arming you to do it, then we have a problem. But if you are willingly going to be pimped because you know you're going to make a little bit of change, then guess what? That is a you problem and not Eniola's problem. That's it. And that's just like the lighter side. I know some people, because of it'll go along the topics of human trafficking, they get forced into being in those situations. Yeah. I'm not talking about that. That is completely different. If you're willingly going. Yes, auntie, okay, I'm ready. Give me one chief. I want money. Homegirl, that you need to be managed, and maybe she can manage you properly, So why are you mad? But these false allegations, they need to stop. That's it.
So I'm going to start by saying, in the sight of God and man, these people are all committing blunder, sin. Because the Bible says, do not bear false witness against your neighbor. The Bible frowns against it.
Amen.
Very well. However, like now, I heard that interview firsthand. This girl, I don't know, maybe my circle, because my circle is small, I don't have this kind of bad people. But these people I'm seeing on the internet are ruthless. Like just the one we finished discussing, Angela's friends, bearing false witness against her, that she's this, she's that, and it's crazy. Now, this girl, I heard the interview firsthand. She said that she and her friend were together, and then Eniola was coming out, and the girl was.
She had a whole story.
She had a whole story that they were in the
Jesus.
supermarket, that Eniola doesn't use eyes to see any girl that has done BBL. That's how Eniola gave her her number. Eniola didn't even ask the girl, her friend, if the friend is in a relationship or not. All she says, she's going to introduce her to one politician. Worst of all, she now said, when Eniola was big, when she was horrible, that Eniola used to use herself to give to all the politicians. This brings me to even people that always say, this one slept with this one slept. Were you in the room with them?
Okay.
So I watched that interview. She sounded very convincing. I was very ashamed as a woman that why will Eniola be pimping politician? Because the last I knew of Eniola, she used to do supermarket for the. She started a supermarket business and she used to supply. Then now she's with Bola Tinubu's camp and everything. So in my mind now, when I heard that thing, in my head I was not like, maybe she's now bringing girls for Bola Tinubu's party men and all that. It's very bad. Now, I saw the video where Eniola, when they went to arrest her, and Eniola looked at her, I've forgotten what Eniola called her and said, I don't pimp you. You know me before. He said, no. I don't pimp you before. He said, no. He said, wait till I do you. Eniola said, I even private-child this girl. I private-child and say, I better bring down that video. Wait till happen. Call me. If I offend you, I better no verse. Wait till I do you. The girl just did. The girl tell and say, shut up or something. That time she was bragging. Man,
she didn't know police was going to get involved.
A lot of people, I'm scared of this world, though.
See, this I think it's also part of this whole social media hype. Everybody wants to be relevant. Everybody wants to get followers, views at a price. And it's ridiculous. You've gone now made a whole story that we could probably make a movie or at least a short film on. For what? And then now look at your end. What are you planning on gaining? Or what were you trying to gain?
3 people are in trouble. And because I heard Eniola acting, I said, the girl won't tell you, say, I pimp her, where she did. The man now, when you say, that person call you, say, make you spoil Eniola name. Say, if you spoil Eniola name, say, he go give you 200,000. And your rent don't expire. So all the big girl, when they do for TikTok, you know if you pay your rent. I don't understand.
Now your business is out of the world.
I'm going to tell you, Eniola, now then they chop, no. Now then they high chair now. You go rot for jail.
Please, I don't have mercy on her.
No, use and do scapegoat. Because this one is sleeping with this one. That one is sleeping with this one. This one is getting too much. You know, for no person enter room.
And I think even those ones, this one's sleeping with this one's sleeping with that. Maybe they're just jealous because they ain't getting it in. Because if they're sleeping with Tom, Dick, Carrie, why do I keep saying Susie? Like, why?
I'm dead. They're sleeping with me too.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling the names.
Like your name is just in my mouth. I don't understand. But if they're sleeping with whoever, is it your PUSSY that they're using to do it?
Did we borrow?
Like, did we borrow?
Did I tell you
Are you renting it?
No, like
For
now.
me, I would say, like, I have a problem with her because, at first of all, you have to have proof to make such an allegation. But still, these celebrity people, they will do anything to make money. They will sleep with politicians for money.
Not all.
Yeah, okay, let's say some.
Be mindful of that.
Yeah, okay, let's agree that some. Some will pimp little girls to politicians. This Big Brother that they just showed, where this guy was telling that he pimped Big Brother's girls for money. like you need to like he said that like he pimps big brother girls for politicians. Same thing might be happening, but the problem I have is like you not having proof and coming out there to say things. Probably might be true, might not be true. I wasn't there, so I can't give my own tea on this matter. But like those girls, some of what the celebrities, they're not the way they.
No.
They
And I
bring
think that's one
theirself
of the thing with Gist Lover, right? That some people are condemning Gist Lover, condemning. Listen, I am not one of those that will condemn Gist Lover at the end of the day.
that guy digs and brings out proof.
Because he does bring out proof.
Before anything happens, he already says it, and months after what he says
is the fact that he has backing. That's why a lot of people too cannot fight him really, because he
They
does
don't
have.
even know who he is.
Yeah, because
invisible.
they have proof. I mean, he brings out proof. So when there's proof, you can't really say much at the end of the day. But then also, it's also to let people know that don't think these people that you guys are idolizing, don't think this life they're living is the truth. It's
Exactly.
fake. So don't kill yourself. You see how many people have died doing BBL, killing themselves? You understand? How many people are dying, pimping themselves? You end up with some babalawos doing all sorts of Yahoo Plus and all this stuff. They'll use you, they take your body parts and all these things. Where's that one that just confessed online that he killed his girlfriend? Do you understand?
I don't think they've caught him.
No,
no,
I'm sure that one has bought ticket. I'm sure he's out of the
I don't
out
think
of
he
the
can buy
country.
tickets and go, except he use road.
Say what?
I'm
He
sure
did
he's out of
what?
there.
Ghana.
He was out before he even started confessing. That one, he has left that country, Jerry. He has left.
So wait, he used his girlfriend for rituals?
He said he didn't use it, but like they
But-
said they didn't find the breast, the eyes.
The Toto. But having said this, I have two things to say. One, the people that are always condemning people, this one slept with this one slept with this one. One thing I have to tell, especially women who are always saying it, this one do this one, do this one. Okay, imagine say they say me do this one. Shall I come beg your Toto? Hey, my own don't tire me. Make I
Thank
use
you.
your own.
Allow me to live myself, my
I'm not beg
life.
your own.
I can't kill
Secondly,
myself.
about this one, I heard, I'm going to blame the mother, and I hope she goes for counseling. And I heard that they were already apart. The mother was, she fixed the quarrel.
Oh,
They were fighting. The mom fixed the quarrel. Is it the money the boy has that made you fix the quarrel? The
Yeah,
boy
but
wasn't a good boy to
but
your
this was
daughter in
already
the first
putting hands
place.
on her already,
Yes. So I blame the mom too.
See, this,
I
this,
hope she-
this is where our society messes up when it comes to relationship. You can be in an abusive relationship and family will tell you because you're married, you must go back to your husband's house. Like, that's what's killing many of us. You're in an unhappy relationship for the fact that you are married, especially, they'll tell you you cannot leave. I'm not happy. I'm miserable. It's either he or she kills me or I kill myself. Which one? So sometimes we have to better advise ourselves and those around
some
us.
girls like it too. They like the beating after
They
the
like it
beating.
too. I've heard
I've
someone
seen on
say-
TikTok when the girl said, "Oh, he beats me and give me iPhone 14. He beats me, so it doesn't matter. I'll be in the relationship." Somebody's like, "So you rather die?" Say, "Now you'll die."
I've seen one say, they beat me. But if he beat me, now that time, the fuck, they sweet well.
Makeup sex. Okay.
These people, they don't know they have mental problems. Wow.
If you beat me,
That's the way beats me. I
you're not
hate
beating
you.
me. Like, don't touch me.
What's that?
Because someone's gonna go to
what's
jail
this
and
thing
that's
called?
me.
That one where they always like to, one needs to be dominant and
BDSM.
You know everything.
kidney.
You know, they want someone to be a
Even that one,
dominatrix.
it's not like the type of hurt that, that is life
Actually,
threatening.
no. Sometimes there are limitations, so they have safe words,
that's what I'm
right?
saying now.
And there are those who take it to another level.
Extreme.
Like, there's one video I was watching. Not only can it, like, the girl they're in the bathroom. She has shoes on. She's sticking her shoe in the guy's mouth, and the guy is licking it. She has him on a leash like a dog.
What kind
And
of fantasy is that?
That is their fantasy. Because I said, listen, if hey God, stay there, don't come yet. It's disgusting. Then there's one where the man, his man piece is out and the woman has heels on and she's stepping on his balls. And he's I said, are you normal? Then there's one, if like I will send it in the group to you for you to see. They are kicking. There's this new shoe that's out that looks like the Super Mario shoe that some
Oh,
people are
yeah.
wearing. The woman is wearing that, and the guy is on his knees, and she says, "Are you ready?" He said, "Uh-huh." She kicks him in his nuts. He goes down, and he comes back. He said he's ready for more. Then the next one comes, and it's a turn on for him. And I said, "Look at this madness."
Pure madness.
When did just wearing simple lingerie, like to turn a man on, now turn to
That
kicking
time
him in
has-
his balls?
That time has gone.
He could die, you know.
He can die.
And somebody will be in jail for the rest of their life.
And then you
He
send
must
this.
have signed
He
a disclosure. I mean,
the funny on the video when it starts, she
whatever.
goes, "Are you okay with me kicking you?" He says, "Mm-hmm."
You see?
"So you give me permission to kick you?" He said, "Mm-hmm." I said, "Look at this idiot. Do you know that if he dies, you still are going to get charged because you know better?"
Yeah, but you know that is even most times they even pay for those type
Yes.
of services, and then you are now in a relationship you are thinking is okay. It's not okay. It's
not okay, man.
It's not okay mentally. It's not all right, and you know we need to be very very mindful. Like you mentioned before, you blame the mother because most times some parents are the ones that are clapping for your relationship that is toxic, and you want to leave that relationship, but you don't want to disappoint them.
Because
you
there's money coming out of
and you
it.
stay there. It's really really bad, very very bad. So please, like I said, though, when it comes to people like this lover that brings out secrets that are destroying homes, I applaud it at the end of the day. But that's why we need to stop destroying homes. Keep your legs closed. Keep your kidney inside your pants. Stop doing things that you know you don't want the public to know because you know it's things that is shameful. You know, and at the end of the day, if you are doing things to hurt somebody else, why do it? Let's stop it.
Karma is the bitch.
So the other topic we're going to talk about is about this woman Angela. She's like a, how do I call it? She's a media personality that, you know, she came out. She was the one that did that wrapping of plastic on her body, showing how she keeps her stomach, you know,
That gives you,
in
like,
check,
figure eight.
the figure eight thing, and you know. And she was saying how she will no longer have children for her husband. And then she came out with proof of a woman texting her husband, sending him a message, a private message, that she is actually a fan of his wife and she would like to give herself to the man so that she can have a son for the man. And Angela came out and put it out on social media, but she covered this woman's name and number. And she said, well, you don't know where her and her husband come from. Of course, it's going to show her all this stuff and that she sees a lot. So, but she decided to use this one, you know. What do you get? What's your take on that?
How did they get the husband's number?
She said his number is out there. He's a businessman, so his number is out there. Like, she's not hiding it. So like, the person clearly would have done some kind of digging. Or maybe it's people in her circle that already knows
definitely.
the husband.
Overall, I think it's very sad that that person decided to send such a message because with Angela putting her business out there about not being able to have a child, I don't think she was opening the floodgates for people to come and give themselves to her husband. If it was even a message to Angela herself saying, if you're trying to have a child, I can be a surrogate mother, I could respect that. But to go in and message the husband, call the husband, or communicate with the husband, period, and say, I can give you a child. And she said, well, she can give him a son?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it straight,
Not
okay?
background finding, she's
You,
felt-
as a woman, cannot give a son.
At all.
The son is dependent on what the man releases,
XY
okay?
chromosomes, yes.
XY. That's it. We women, we don't carry it.
Only X.
XX, we have X, that's it. The man will now release either the X or the Y. So, for all those men out there that say, hey, she hasn't given me a son, listen, it's not the she problem, are you the problem? You can't make boys. All right? So if you have to change your position, change the position.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm sick and tired of hearing even medical doctors from our home country of Africa that'll come and say, hey, my wife cannot give me a son, so I'm going to go marry number 2. No! Then the next issue of, hey, my wife cannot have children, so she's the problem. I'm going to marry number 2. No. Have you checked yourself? A lot of these men don't even check themselves to find out. Is your sperm count up? Do you have enough sperm to be able to impregnate another woman? that you want to come my wife, and she's barren, she's useless, she's not a woman. It's okay, next person.
So I would say like that lady that sent that message. If it was me, I would have put your phone number on social media, put your ass address, your father, your mother's mother, your ancestors,
Like this lover.
Everything.
on social media, so that next time you will not try to come and take someone's property. How can somebody just say, "Oh, I can't give birth"? You're offering. See all this offering for side road, for junction. She's offering that she's fertile, that actually she should go back to her history, her family. They are very for husband that is not your own. You don't know how they labored. You don't know how the relationship came about. If the man is even a ritualist, you don't know. You just there coming to once man put asunder. Women, stay on your own. Go and find your own husband. There's many husbands. Go and find if you want to even become a second wife. But leave that one's husband. Go and find your own. Fire down.
I know a lot of people who don't mind being second wife. So,
Yeah, I said they shouldn't
so
find
and then so you're contradicting yourself.
They shouldn't, but not
Because
this one.
if they want to find a second wife, if she can be a second wife to this man and provide a child
But
for
he's
them.
not looking for a second wife.
How
though.
do we know their story?
They didn't
How
say
do-
that. They
Okay,
just
so-
said baby. She can have
Can't give
baby.
it.
Okay, so
Okay, like Ned now. Ned is like he's married to how many wives? He can take care of them. Like the wives are not going to object if he says he
Yeah,
wants
no,
to marry
but I
another
know.
wife. That's what I'm trying to. I'm not trying to say this woman. This woman labored with. He just said I can't have a child. He's not saying we are looking for second wife for my
maybe she
husband.
pity the man. If she cannot have a child, please. And if the man is okay and the man can father a child, then you have to look for some. Yoruba has that culture. Trust me. In Yoruba, even if two people marry and they don't mind bringing like adopting a child.
Okay,
into
now
the
I was
house.
about to say that. So
They adopt a child into the house, and even if there's another baby, the baby should come in. It can bring in your own
Another
child.
baby.
If the man,
From the woman outside.
Omowale, something like that.
if
like,
the
Go
woman,
do in vitro.
If it's the
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
if the man, if it's not, if the man doesn't have any problem,
Yeah.
and the man can get a woman pregnant, if they don't have money for surrogacy or something, but if the woman can have a child and the man can, I don't advise she should let the man be childless.
No, they have one already, right?
You have one.
Yeah, they have one. So it's a matter of second child.
Yeah.
Go and adopt. In vitro.
What's her
Surrogacy.
business? Why would she be putting that kind of a thing outside too? Now she find trouble now. And knowing
No, she
knowing
was-
how Nigerians are, they're very gullible. She shouldn't. she's.
I think honestly, on like that
I
side of
didn't
the
even know
world,
that they
there's
had.
certain stuff that it's like by force you have to keep to yourself
Exactly.
and deal with it behind closed doors. Because over here there are different avenues and ways for you to be able to share your problems, and it's inspirational.
yeah.
That's the right word.
Even
right?
here, I know a woman. I know a
Like
woman.
it'll
She's
inspire
50
somebody
something.
else in the
Say
same.
you don't have a child.
There's other people that might have that problem, or there's other people that have that
Yeah,
problem.
like to inspire
So-
other people
and
to
you
either
inspire.
seek solution to the problem.
Yes, it was the
Inspire.
right word.
I met a lady. She's 50 years and she has a baby. And I looked at her and she was telling me, "Oh, she's 50." And I said, "Wow, you're 50 and you could have a baby." Oh my goodness, how did you do it with your eggs and everything? And she was like, oh, her ex-husband never wanted a child. So they didn't have, and all her time she wasted it. But by the time she realized her eggs were done, but that there's a woman who donates her eggs. She doesn't want to have anything to do with the baby, but she wants to know whoever is carrying her egg. But she signed it off, but her law is that she must know. So there are so many other ways this woman could have
around
had
it.
a baby. Instead of, so me too, I would say she's chasing clout.
No, but still, I'm not gonna blame her. Some of us, we don't have that information. We're in this country where like this information on internet for us to access. You can talk to your friend here, and that person has an information for you.
Yeah.
But more in Africa, we don't have that. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have that kind of how am I gonna put it?
Opportunity.
Exactly. Most of us don't have it. Like, it's even
The
if you
education.
have it,
Yeah.
you can't afford it.
Yeah.
True.
Healthcare, your healthcare here can cover your insurance.
30K.
We don't have it here.
30K.
They have a lot of things, so it's just that they're not going about it the right way. Because I've seen a lot of places where the police will go and raid a place where there's like a baby factory.
Where they've kidnapped these children.
So I've seen,
Problem.
but some of them voluntarily go there. Maybe they got pregnant as a teenager and they want to just have the baby and
give for
and give
adoption.
it for adoption. So there's a way they do it, but they criminalize it. When I see all those videos, on a second thought, I'll say if they had a better way to do this, because they have people buying babies, boy for
That's
1 point
the
something
thing
million,
now.
girl
It's
for
not
this
done
price.
properly.
Yeah,
There
it's
should
just
be
not done
documentation,
properly.
but they don't do that. They just-
but they criminalize that thing. I wish there's a better way they can let people actually adopt if they want to adopt.
They adopt
there
now. They
is.
do. They do
There
that
is.
in
I
Nigeria.
think it's because of the process.
Some people, one, they don't want the information to be put down. But how do you want to adopt a child and your information will not be put down? And two, some people are adopting children not because they want to take care of the children, it's because they want to use children for something else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You understand?
like
So that's the problem. That's
And they
the
have,
problem.
they have some of them have the belief like when you adopt a child, you have your own child, then you push that one out of the house because you now have your own. You start treating the child that you
Maltreating
have.
the
Yeah.
child.
See,
So,
God
you know?
don't like ugly because He knows your intention for getting that adoptive child. So you can adopt 200 children, you still not born your own.
That is it. And there's so many laws that need to be looked at in that
Amended.
country. There's so many laws that need to
Yeah.
be looked at. Even right from the hospital when you're giving birth. I know some people will switch your baby, some people will steal your baby and they'll tell you that you lost your baby and things like that. So many things are wrong in the
corrupt.
system
Yeah.
and they need to be worked on. But let's go to our last topic for today. It's talking about how the video gave $10,000 to this lady, what's her name? Ngozi Kekwaru. She works at the Eco Hotel and Suits, and she found $70,000. 70,000 naira.
Naira?
Yeah.
I don't. is it
70,000
naira?
naira.
I don't think
I
it
thought
is.
it's dollars. They said
No,
It's
70,000 naira.
No, let's
Look at
check
it
it.
very
I
well.
think
It's
it's
not
dollars.
naira ahead though. I
No,
thought it
saw
was
naira.
dollar.
No, he's giving her dollars, but I think what she found was 70,000 naira that from a customer in the hotel, and she gave it back. But he decided to compensate her for giving back the money. He decided to give her $10,000, and he actually gave her like in notes in paper $10,000. And she was so happy and grateful
Well,
for
if it
that.
was-
That's I
naira.
think about 8 something million naira. Let's confirm, but I believe it's 70,000.
I think
naira.
it's dollars I saw.
No, he's giving her dollars, but it was naira that she found. Was the fact that she
70. Why would I 70?
This lady who found $70,000.
Okay.
Lady who found $70,000.
of the lady that the video is giving $10,000. When you put that video, you see to the search. But for real though, it's not even about the fact that she found either naira or dollar. It's the fact that she it wasn't her money, and even in this hard time
She's a good girl.
where money
She's a
is
good
hard
girl
to come
because
by, she was able to take that money and give it back to the owner. And I think that's what made
dollars.
It's dollars.
It's dollars.
$70,000.
It's
Is that
dollars.
what it said?
Yeah, $70,000.
The
girl is a very
To a
good-
customer in Lagos.
Your mama born you well because
Yeah.
even she
She's
went there and
Yeah,
never
she's
come.
good. Because I don't even know if I would return.
No,
her.
Spirit might lead me elsewhere. I'll be gone from the country.
I would just be-
your mom. No, that girl is 1 in a million.
No,
that
she's
girl
good.
is different.
That's why he decided to give her the
no.
10
That
million.
girl is
How much did
different.
they
I mean,
give her back?
he gave her $10,000.
Whoever is the owner of that money should
She
even
better give her 20.
like 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
owner.
exactly what I was thinking.
The owner should give
Which
her
kind she
something.
Give her
that
like
one.
20. She's a very good person.
No, that one is not. That one is. That one is from God
I'm
Himself.
telling
I'm
you.
building new hotel on top of that hotel. they
But,
would,
no,
they
but
would hear
how
of
could
me.
someone be walking around with that type of money?
And
It's
it's fraudulent.
Nigeria.
And me, I would have
The
said
government money, I think.
it's fraudulent.
Like, it's so questionable, even the owner.
I'm
of
very-
that money.
yeah.
It's very
Because
questionable. How do you
even now,
walk around
who
with that
walks
type of
around
cash?
with 70K?
Me,
walks
if I
around
see
with
that
that type
kind
of
one,
cash?
even if I want return,
It's crazy.
I go still come out 20
They
return
go,
50.
you arrest me.
This is what I found now.
This is what I
arrest
found.
you.
Someone else to have taken their
Then I
share.
go collect everything.
Just don't come. Like, don't say I
Don't
saw.
just say I saw her.
Because if you say I saw, they will say, where's the remaining one?
But the thing is, if you now disappear from the work, they will come after you now. They will know that
You
you're
self
not
no
working
go
that day.
disappear now.
I'm telling
keep
you
going
that
to work.
You be going to
I collect
work.
that money. I've Ghana.
Go to
Do
Ghana.
No,
something.
they will arrest
I
your
don't take
parents. You know Nigerians, they are very Nigerian
How
police
do they
is
know my
brutal.
parents?
Very good.
And
My
you're working in the
my parents
hotel.
stay in Benin and I'm staying in Lagos working. How would you not go and find my parents?
Oh, not be the same Nigeria.
Are you not working in the hotel? You think your information is not
All
there?
your information is there
It's
now.
my house address I gave to them, not my family member.
The best thing is to keep going like nothing happened. Maybe after a year or 6 months, you can now.
They will
put
arrest
in your-
everybody.
what
They
do
will
you call
arrest
it?
everybody.
They will arrest everybody.
And you have to go and keep the money somewhere.
Who
don't
entered
you?
the room? They will arrest that person.
But only if there is no camera. Or if there's camera, then of course you can't
And
hide.
maybe another thing is that if it's fraudulent, maybe the person did not even raise alarm. Or.
Thank you.
This girl,
Yeah.
you tried sharp.
She did good. She did good. Like, God bless you.
Nigeria itself, they can't come and claim the money because they know the money is
Yeah.
not from the rightful source. There's no wire. There's no.
This girl is good though. What did she say her name is? Ngozi Gini.
Ngozi Kekwaru.
She's very good.
Ngozi, her name means blessing. What does Kekwa? I want to know how divine this girl is.
Very
Ah,
divine.
when the video now actually called her on video and just to confirm that yes
She got the money.
she got that's before she got the money, but just to say that he's going to give her the money, and he did video, and then she was like praying for him. She's like, I'm a woman of God, or you don't know the woman that is talking, or I'm a woman of God, or she was now praying for that video and everything.
Hi, my woman of God, no reach like that. God
I'm telling you.
See,
There's levels to women of God.
If they arrest my family, I will not come.
Your family said, we said don't come.
If I come, they will disown me. My brother, I'm gone. Like,
Your family said, don't worry, if it's 2 years, we will do it.
Please,
When we come
oh.
back, just keep our share.
You guys-
Yes, keep our share.
Burn up all of una, give this girl money.
you know
because
those,
you
you
know
know
what
those ones where you just like you are vanished with the money. Pew, I'm gone.
No, a snake swallowed the money.
Money,
I will not even make excuse. They already know I took it. I'm gone.
I'm going. The whole government to tell you snakes and
You're
and lizard and
unavailable.
rats.
After I take the money, I will go to another country to go and claim refugee.
Refugee.
They are
Suffering,
pushing me.
suffering, they talk.
Oh my God.
But no, even just the fact that the video even gave her 10,000, I think
That's
other
good.
people should come out
And
and
give
encourage
her the
such.
money.
People do
Yeah.
it. Like I know, I
people come
noticed
out.
like most
Yeah,
of the
a lot-
stories. Some people do.
No,
like,
but that
money.
girl, but you know what? Talking about this thing, this girl tried. There was one story I heard about, I don't know, in one of these European countries. The guy didn't have paper. He found a lot of money. He returned it. And
They
when he
bounced
returned it, they deported him.
Yeah. I heard that story. They
Even
bounced
though he
him.
was good.
I think there's also heard one story where the guy found
a
a
black
lot
man?
of dollar
Black man, Nigerian
and the
man.
man rewarded the guy with 10,000. Like the guy found a lot
This
of
one, he didn't have luck on
Wow.
his side. He'll say the witches from his home.
And those people did not decide to give him
I
anything
know,
to compensate
we
him.
They
do
sent
that
him
and
back.
If I see
That
money,
means 50-50.
on the next
no, if
flight.
I see money, God blessed me.
Yes. So.
Yes.
Divine.
Finders
If
keeper.
I find money, it's divine. I'm
Finders
sorry.
keeper. We had this thing from elementary school. Finders keeper, losers weepers.
Weepers.
My dear.
I'll hold on to the money until someone comes and claim that they are looking for money. We'll just be watching, helping them to.
I want people to
the
find
money.
it. I want people to find it with me. You know those things where you take money that is not yours. You not be like, where's the money now? I will help you and find it. The money is with
I
me. I'll be
beg, oh.
finding
Some
it.
people are good though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Some people are extremely
God
good.
bless them. God bless
This
them.
girl
Let's
is
be good.
very, very good.
Yeah. God bless her.
Because
God bless her.
no,
So we have come to the end of this episode. Thank you guys for staying true, watching till the end. God bless you as you do so. We adore you guys. We applaud you guys. We love you guys for supporting us.
Yes.
Yes. And don't forget to like, to share, to comment.
Yes. Subscribe. And if you want to be a guest on the show, remember you can reach out to us. We will more than love to have you here. Leave your comments, leave your suggestions. Just entertain, engage with us. We want you.
yes. Miss Susie?
You guys should just subscribe, keep watching, always tune on the channel. Like this is fun, like educative. Like she said, let me hand over to
Queen
Queen B.
Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, CRUISEMENT Podcast. Subscribe to our Instagram, our YouTube. You don't have to pay for it. Subscription is free. It just helps us. We're open for sponsorship, and you can get us on all the podcast station, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, all the podcast station. You can get us. And some of the people we spoke about, if you know them, please tag them. Let them know what we said. Like Legit Queen needs to hear what we're saying so that everything would, stop. Davido, thank you for giving the lady $10,000.
Bless you.
Madam Ngozi, you're one in a zillion, because even me that is talking, I don't think if I'm in your position, I will return. God has blessed me at that point. Anyway, it's your girl, your woman crush, Queen V. Peace out.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for name.
Chocolate.
Sweet like chocolate Kit Kat.
Oh, sex. Good. This podcast is supported by Deborah Iwidafi Films.